So how would you just kind of characterize the play of the team tonight?
I think, the loss is disappointing. We saw a lot of good things. Made a couple mental mistakes they made us pay for at the plate. A couple guys we knew how to approach to begin with as far as their hitters go, and we didn't execute our plan against them. But we didn't hit overly well either. But that'll come. I'm not really concerned about it. I thought we played defense really well. Unfortunate error by Buckner and then the late home run to kind of seal the deal, if you will, for them. But I like who we have, what we have. Barton got hit a little hard tonight. He's going to have to learn to stay out of the middle of the plate, especially late in the game when the game's close. But we'll be fine. I'm glad we got our feet wet. Glad today's over. I'm ready to move on.
And now, after all these spring training games and practices, once you finally play a real game tonight, did you get a better grasp of your team and what they're kind of like?
I think that'll take a little time. I'm not going to read too much into tonight. I'll take the good. We'll work on the bad. Only thing I'm going to really think about and address tomorrow is the mental stuff that was not up to par tonight, that burnt us, mostly on the pitching end in tonight's game. So, but that's part of it. It's a game of adjustments. We had a plan, we didn't execute well enough, and they made us pay, so they deserved to win.
And you talked about some positives too. Besides defensively, what other positives did you see?
A couple guys put together some good at-bats. Siegel, that leadoff double there that we ended up doing nothing with. Tying the game up, Payne's home run, and Rich comes up and hits that double. We have a chance to do something, maybe steal the momentum, get back on top, or take the lead for the first time tonight. So that was a positive to me. I thought West threw well once he settled down. Defensively, like you said, I thought we played outstanding. Buckner makes that play 9 out of 10 times, doesn't matter. But we did some really good things. We have a lot better offense than what we saw tonight. It'll come. It'll be there. So I'm not concerned about that. It was fun. I'm happy to be back, and this game counts. It was a loss, but there's 95 more. We'll be just fine.
And talk about West. What kind of stuff did you think he had tonight? And then did you consider letting him go for the 7th? Or was his pitch count a little bit too high?
Well, we considered it. If we had the lead, it might have been a possibility. But he's pushing that 90 pitch mark. The most he's thrown in camp is right around 55. So we're being cautious. It's a long summer. We have a day off Monday, so that'll help him recover. He's just amped. It's typical West. He was amped up, which I'd rather him be amped up than not really, not saying care, but a little lackadaisical. So it showed. He messed up in his zone a little bit early on, but he's our guy. He's our horse. He's our ace, and he wanted to go out in the 7th, but he did a good job. He did what we needed every starter to do. Give us a chance to win. If our guys do that consistently, we'll be okay.
And then about the crowd, there was almost about 6,000 people here, obviously for Pete Rose night too. What are your thoughts on the crowd? Did that have a big factor? Do you think what was the energy kind of like in the stadium?
It was to be honest, it was a little different because most of it was, most of the attention was on Pete, and rightfully so. I mean, it was a fun night in that regard. I know the crowds will be louder when we don't have such a star, guest with us on a night, but we didn't give much to cheer about on our end either, it's opening day. I've been a part of, since 2003 I've been a part of Gateway Grizzlies opening night, and it's usually 5,000 to 8,000 people, and it's usually awesome, just like it was tonight. Honestly, I don't remember it. It's one of a few losses we've had on opening night when we started at home. But it was great. It was just the pregame, getting to meet the Major League Baseball hit leader, the guys getting to meet him. It was just a lot of cool stuff going on, and stay positive with things. And tomorrow night's crowd, look forward to that, and look forward to putting on a better show.
Awesome. I guess just final one. You talked about the players and yourself getting to meet Pete Rose. What did you guys talk about? Did you meet with the whole team? Do you have a message?
Not really. Unfortunately, I don't think the schedule didn't allow for it. But I know he mingled a little bit. Guys went up, talked to him, all that kind of stuff, and he's a great guy. He's a baseball guy. You know, he's a confident guy, and he should be. I mean, he's achieved so much as a ball player, and he commands respect. And, you know, awestruck, maybe some of our guys were, but he was really cool to talk to, really knowledgeable. You know, in his own way, he says things that mean something. We were taking BP, he was kind of joking around with our guys, but I know him a little better than, that wasn't my first time meeting Pete, so they're kind of laughing it off, and I'm like, guys, he's serious. He's not. I mean, it sounds funny, but he's trying to help you, you know, listen to him a little bit. But it was cool. I mean, who knows? None of us may ever meet him again, so we got to say we did, and you know, I hope it works out for Pete, and I appreciate him coming out and being cool a guest as he was.